Welcome to BhaaviTaram, Legacy for the Future. Thank you for joining BhaaviTaram mission of helping 1 million people by 31st December 2024 in next 3 years. Today, you are going to learn one of the best kept secret of top 10% performers of this world. So hang on with this video from the beginning to the end, probably about for 10 minutes. You'll be learning how you can be top 10% of performers in this world, the best kept secret, so that the new year could be the best of the best year for you. So let's dive into the presentation and we start talking about what do I mean by that and how you can get into the top 10% of the people. So today's topic is God goals. If you got goals, let's exceed them because the best is yet to come. The new year is coming. Everybody is excited about that, right? So let me show you what do I mean by that. Top 10% people in this world, survey says, who write down the goals, who have an action plan, who knows where they are going, they are the top 10% performers. So not only that, by the time you finish this video, I'll also show you and talk about how you can actually achieve 10x. That means, let's say if you're planning to achieve what you are achieving is X, right? By the time you listen to this presentation, of course, you got to put these things in the practice. You will be in a position to achieve 10x, 10 times what you are actually aiming for. Okay, let's go there. Now, if you see this, it's a bicycle, right? Cycle. This cycle is one of the most favorite vehicle of mine. Growing up, this is what I used to ride everywhere. And in fact, I grew up in a small village. Probably there is only one cycle or maybe a couple of them more in that village. Don't think that that's a poor village. The thing is, the streets are not paved, so it's all dirt roads, so nobody bothered to ride the bike. But we have a lot of tractors and jeeps for the people transportation and farm working and all that. But I used to ride this bike everywhere, to the fields, to the forest, wherever I want to go. I used to ride like crazy. I was very happy. Even today, I love riding bike. It's a good exercise and good for body and have fun and all that. But let's say why I'm showing this bike, right? So now see, when you see this bike, it is a stand is there, right? When we are small, tiny, we used to just, turn the pedals. And when the wheel is moving, we used to be very happy. Later, when we started growing a little bit more, maybe we stand on the, still it is stand, but we are riding the bike, right? Now, if you want to use this vehicle, this bike or this cycle to reach your destination or to useful for you as a useful tool, what you need three things to be defined. First thing is destination. Hey, where do you want to ride this bike? Where do you want to go? Which place you want to go, right? The second thing is directions, right? Where to go, which roads which route you to take, right? Third one is you need to take action. That means you have to ride the bike. Now, most of the time, I keep meeting and talking to a lot of people locally and internationally in multiple countries. Most people, they ride the bike without taking out the stand. And when we talk about any ideas or suggestions, they say, oh, I'm too busy. But, when you're too busy riding the bike, which is stand, so it does not move actually. It can create a lot of motion, but the results are not there, right? So that's why I showed this bike. So we need to have a destination, a direction, and an action in order to achieve the goal. So let's get into there. What is that I'm talking? You need to define your why, your dreams, what exactly that you are looking to accomplish in your life. That is important. The second thing is a game plan, right? Suppose, let's say, of course, not suppose, I'm an engineer, okay? By education, I'm a mechanical engineer, but eventually I turned into an IT engineer. Right? I did not stay there. Okay, I'm a mechanical engineer. I studied as a mechanical engineer. I will live like a mechanical engineer. I die like a mechanical engineer. I did not say that. I switched the gear vehicle. I changed the vehicle because time to time you got to change your vehicle based on the results and the destination, the dreams that you are looking for. Most people, they are not like that, but you got to do it. You need to change the vehicle if required. You need to upskill yourself if you required. Then you have the proper game plan. And most importantly, of course, what you need is to take an action. Not only action, we need a course correction is required. For that, you need to have a coach. If you see any successful people, most successful people in the world, they always have a coach. But if you're not, if you don't have to be a most successful top performer in the world to have a coach, but at any point of time, at any age, at any stage of your life, still you can have a coach. Now, I'm not talking about a coach where you go and pay money and they give some ideas and they never did what you are looking for. No, that's not the coach I'm looking for a mentor, a coach, or a guide who has a win-win situation. If you get benefit, they get benefit. They get benefit, you get. It's like it should be a team environment. It should be a win-win environment. That way, what happens is the coach has to lose most, then he will be giving you, leading you right direction. So finding and identifying the right people is very important as part of your journey, success journey. Right now I'm reading this book. This is a fantastic book, Goals by Brian Tracy. So if you do not have any idea, take a book this and read about it. It's a very simple and easy reading and gives a lot of ideas of on goal setting. The reason I'm suggesting this book today, my goal or the discussion on this topic of God goals is not how to set. We have a lot of documentation available. Go to the Google, you say smart goals, this and that. They have a lot of templates and ideas and suggestions. But my goal is to make you think why you need to have a goal. Because if you focus on the why, the outcomes, the results of your life, the how and what and where other things will automatically will come to you. Right? If you do not know where you are going, that's where the challenge lies. That's why, so I am suggesting read this book. Then what type of goals you can have? Spiritual goals. I'm just listing 4 or 5, but you can have as many types of as you want. Okay. One is like a spiritual goals, a prayer, meditation, things like that. Then that could be a family. You want to have a united family, have fun, create memories, and help other people, right? Then it could be building wealth for yourself, wealth for next generation, or wealth for other people, helping other people, right? How about having a good health? Because what good it is having a lot of wealth, but there is no health. So that's why we say health is wealth, right? Now, how about having a good relationships, having fun, leadership, and helping, giving, lot of things, anything that you want, you can do it, right? The most important, the key element of this essence of my topic or my video is I want you to take some time, next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, what is that you want to accomplish? Right? Let's say in 5 years, you want to achieve certain amount of money as a financially. So the time to start for that is today. Like for example, somebody said the best time to plant a tree was a few years ago. But if you're not done that, so let's plant the tree today. Plant the seed today. Or if you find a big tree, you plant it, right? Because if you're looking for, again, like people say, dig the well before you're thirsty, right? So when you're thirsty, that's not the time to dig the well. So whatever the idea suggests, like you and all that, plan. But another important thing is, most important, if you want to become the top 10% of the performers, you got to take time and take a paper and pen, write down what exactly you are looking for with a clear goals, clear statements that, Okay, let's say, for example, I want to have $5 million in asset in next 3 years, for example. So this is how I'll write: to have $5 million in assets by 31st December 2024. At this point of, don't worry how you are going to create that $5 million assets. First, you need to have the seed with you, then you plant, then automatically things will fall in place and you will get to the resources, right? The other point is, it's a wheel of life. Why I am talking about 5 or 6 different, it's a 360 degrees success we need to have. If I'm successful only in my career or successful only in my family or my health, doesn't help me. It's like, if you want this wheel to be very strong and useful for you, all the spokes has to be very strong, like different types of goals. Like, for example, if you see this, it's a bullock cart. The wheel is round and all the spokes are very intact, so it can roll happily without giving much problem to the bulls, the wheel, right? But how about this? When you have a wheel is skewed, or it has got one of the spoke is not strong enough, or it's not circle, right? What happens? It will be wobbling, so it will be very difficult for us to move in life. That's why we need to have the wheel has to be round. So we need to identify 5 or 6 or 7 different areas of your life. It could be family, health, wealth, prayers, spiritual, anything that you're thinking of, right? You got to do it. So you want to write down those things. And then now, when I talk to the people, they come with some of the challenges. Limited, oh, Srinivas, you don't know what my situation is. I'm too busy, right? Let's say, for example, I'm suggesting that, okay, if you do this way, you will be in a position to make $1 million, for example. And right now you are earning only $100,000. Now, if you're saying I don't have time, so I do not know what to say, but you got to create the time. Limitations are always there. Resources are always limited, but what you got to do is you got to best use of it. Maybe an hour or two you sleep less or change your job or whatever that is required. You got to make changes. But what does it say is, when somebody say I'm busy or I have this limitation or that limitation, they're not really keen on accomplishing that goal of $1 million. They're happy with the $100,000, right? So how about this? Maybe sometimes you say, I don't have skills. Yeah, nobody is born with all the skills. We got to keep learning and keep educating ourselves. That's where I was talking about. You need to, if required, you need to take the mentorship and they change the vehicle, right? How about this? Again, resources, right? Then many more we can keep on giving you. Either there are, I would love always, when I really enjoy when my mentor says, Srinivas, either you can make excuses or you can make money, or you can make excuses or you can become successful. Choose one. You cannot get two things, right? So that's why we have to have, right? So let me give you again the same bike example. I would say, I would encourage you, start where you are today, right? I was talking, right? When we were small, we are just riding the bike on the stand, but going nowhere. But, if I want to ride this bike, actually, when I was growing up, we didn't have all these small size bikes, like a kids age bikes were not there, no training wheels and all that. We learned our bike learning on this, right? What you are doing at a small age, I used to learn like this, right? Even though I was not able to reach, my height is not there. I believe at around 7 or 8 years of age, I started riding the bike like this, right? So what you have to do, you have to start where you are, and then you get to the destination sooner than later, right? Now, if you do these things, actually, what I'm suggesting is writing down your goals, having an action plan, a game plan for that, and doing the things that are required and take some help, you will be in a position to actually multiply your success by 10x. It is possible. It is possible, and many people have done it, and you can do it too. Okay. Now, in fact, if you are very serious about it, this is my suggestion. After watch this video for a couple of times, take some quiet time, write down your goals on pen and paper in different areas. And if you need any help, feel free to comment on our video channel, BhaaviTaram video channel. Reach out to me, and maybe we'll hook together and see if we can do something help for you. Right? This is what I want to close. Okay. Recently, I attended one of the international conference. So they gave me a T-shirt. It says reimagine. I don't know how well we have reimagine. Let me stop the okay. It says reimagine. Let's reimagine yourself. Let's reimagine yourself for the new year coming 2022 and a new you coming. I don't want you to be a new year. I want you to be a new you. Okay. With that, we would like to conclude. But again, all the suggestions and ideas suggested here, it's my experience and my views. If required, do consult a professional for more help. So as I said, our goal is to reach out to about 1 million people by 31st December 2024. So subscribe to our channel if you're not done yet. Like and share. But when you add the comments that you're taking action, that you wrote the goals and all that, that will be fantastic. And it will be a great feeling that, okay, because we added value to one more person. So we love to hear from you. Do like us, share us, subscribe to us, and sharing in other groups. With that, we are all done. Thank you. And soon we'll coming with one more video that is called Dinacharya in few days. In next 3-4 weeks, we are planning to release more and more videos. With that, bye for now. Have a great, successful, wonderful new year 2022. And we'd like to see new you.